So you're probably wondering why I uploaded my Prague vlog 2 years after my trip. But long story short, I had a lot of technical issues with my footage. I remember we booked this holiday spontaneously 1 week before the trip whilst on a coach on our way back from Bath to London. So this was definitely not planned well. This was actually a budget-friendly winter getaway for both of us. So we landed in Prague just before 12. We had absolutely no sleep the night before, so we were drained. The weather was really disappointing. It was raining when we arrived. So we booked an Uber to our hotel, which took 30 minutes, and it would have taken an hour and a half via public transport. The location of the hotel itself was quite close to the city centre, and our room was located on the 20th floor, which meant we had really nice views.
Nadia's literally just trying to figure out the whole adapter situation, and she is putting all our phones on charge. So we got our devices all set up. We're gonna get ready, and then once we're ready, we're gonna head off into the town centre. Yes, can't wait. Girl, it is getting so dark and misty. Like the sky is white. We are gonna leave the hotel. We're actually gonna go to the town square. We're gonna go eat some food because it is the first day. We don't really want to like burn ourselves out because we do have to wake up at what, 6 a.m. tomorrow? Yeah. Nadia, she be looking cute. I'm obsessed. Yeah.
Maybe I should get something from here.
Go get it. Let's go. Should we check out if they have any vegan options? Quick little run. We're here to get food for Nadia because she be vegan. And there's nothing available at the hotel for her that she can eat. It's vegan, girl. We love.
Yeah. Go grab that shit.
She's happy. She found something vegan.
What does milk even translate to?
Milk. I think that might be the milk. Is that milk? Just getting out the Google Translate just to make sure there's no milk in it.
Can contain. Oh my god, wait, so it's fine. May contain traces.
Yeah, girl.
So we good. What
Get
is
the
I didn't even know.
Got our bakery items. It's what time? I feel like it's really late. We wasted a lot of time. Today can be like our little practice day, settling in. And if there's any plans that we have for today, we can just move them to like one of the other days. You taking the metro?
It's such a white people area, so when you see someone in hijab, they're like, what the fuck?
I feel uneasy. Why is it so dark? Guys, so I found a souvenir shop. I'm going to pick up a magnet for Omar and a snow globe for myself. Hello. You can just see the castle in the distance.
I just hope the next 2 days are good at least.
Girl, they will be.
Yeah, they're going to one, the right one.
Guys, after an unsuccessful trip on our first day, we decided to just call it quits and go home, really and truly. We're going back to the hotel. Today was just a no-go. It was unsuccessful. Not it. It's not it. But tomorrow, tonight we're going to rest up.
It's a new day.
Tomorrow is a new day. On our way back to the hotel. Guys, you know what, low-key, even though we are slightly behind schedule, we're low-key still on schedule because even though we were supposed to meet the instructor at 11, we're still making it for 10:45, so we won't be able to do our own plans like we wanted to before the whole, what is it called, a tour? We're going on tour. We're good to go. We're good for now. We're about to leave now because we are cutting it close and we're going to take the bus. We've been getting some weird stares last night, right?
Oh, literally.
What
like,
was
what
that?
the fuck was that?
We're not trying to put ourselves in a bad mood, so...
It'll be too pretty for this.
Nadia, how do you feel about your second day in Prague?
Excited. There's potential for.
Yes. The representative will be holding an open blue and white umbrella. That's what we're looking for, girl. just waiting. We
We're
just gotta
literally
wait,
waiting and
right?
observing.
We decided to grab a quick bite before we headed up to the castle, so I ended up grabbing this traditional Czech funnel cake called trdelnik, which is made from rolled dough that is wrapped around a stick and then grilled and topped with a sugar and walnut mix. You can get ice cream inside of it, but it was freezing outside, so I just stuck with Nutella. Nadia grabbed some warm potato chips on a stick, and then we headed up to the castle. On our way up, we were greeted with beautiful views of copper-coloured burnt orange rooftops, and we found this cute little black kitty called Cash, and we watched his owner feed him some cat biscuits. After a certain point, we had to pass through security, and for once I didn't get stopped. Shocking, I know. Nadia accidentally left her phone in her pocket, so she had to get searched. At this point, the tour guide left us to explore Prague Castle on our own, which meant that we could tick off all the landmarks within the vicinity in our own time, and there were no time restraints. The first stop was Prague Castle. We took pictures outside the Gothic style building and made our way to St. Vitus Cathedral. We weren't allowed to film inside, but I did manage to get some clips of the intricate stained glass windows. Our next stop was St. George's Basilica, which is the oldest standing church within Prague Castle. We also got to see two tombs of very important martyrs, including the Duke of Bohemia and his grandmother. Although we aren't Christian, we could still appreciate the history. Next on our list was Old Royal Palace and Golden Lane. Golden Lane was the most interesting in my opinion because you got to see an insight of how they used to live back in the day. You got to see their kitchen, their bedroom, their toilet. The houses were originally built for the 24 guards guarding Prague Castle. These houses were then enlarged and they were taken over by goldsmiths, hence why the street got its name Golden Lane. Then it was momentarily also used to shelter homeless people and criminals, but now it's being used as shops that sell small little items like glass and wooden trinkets. At the end of Golden Lane, we came across Daliborka Tower. Now this was actually a prison used in the 14th century. I found this really disturbing personally because there were so many torture devices in there. It also had a dungeon where they used to sink the prisoners. It took us over 3 hours to fully explore everything, and by the end of it we had worked up an appetite. So of course we went to the nearest halal place, which was this chicken shawarma place.
Day 3 of the vlog. Today we've actually decided to not do our initial plans of Karlstein Castle. What we are going to do instead is just go to a museum, check out Old Town Square and astronomical clock, and maybe even dancing house at the end of it because it does look really pretty at night. I'm so damn excited, aren't you, girl? Girl, same. So guys, we're at this cute little bakery near our house. Is it good? What is it? Creme roll. Creme roll. Not jam. Okay, so we just got out of the station and now we're walking to St. Nicholas Church. Also really want to try and get souvenirs today because we saved that shit till last. So we just came out of St. Nicholas Church and now we're gonna go see the street markets. Yeah. Old Town Square. Look. Guys, these are the potentials that we're thinking to get, but we don't know which one yet.
Oh, so pretty.
Right?
So we actually found this really sweet lady at this market stall in Old Town Square. She was carving names out into mirrors. Unfortunately, she didn't accept cards, and since she already carved our names out, we made our way into a local souvenir shop that gave us cash back if we purchased something. After we collected our mirrors, we made our way into the town square, which was actually quite busy since there was a national holiday going on and we had no idea. We made our way over to the astronomical clock and took some pictures, but eventually there were a lot of people that were pushing past us.
Okay guys, so we are at the astronomical clock and there's an absolute riot happening behind us.
It all goes downhill from here because that was actually the last footage I got before my camera fell to the floor and my lens got smashed. We took that as our sign to head home, but ended up going back out that night to resume our trip, only before getting stopped on the metro metro by ticket inspectors after a local recommended us to bump the train. We almost got fined, but they let us off because I burst into tears since that was my last straw. We did, however, end up getting some really cute nighttime pictures in the old town square since it was no longer crowded. We also went to Dancing House, but then on our way home we got racially abused in German. We also had a stalker waiting for us outside our hotel room that night on the 20th floor just so he could slide his number under the door and tell us things he wanted to do to our feet. Even though we had an absolutely traumatic day and night, we decided to seize the day the next morning since it was our last day. We went to Camper Island. We also bought tickets to climb this tower, which I don't remember the name of, to find these stunning views. And then we ended the night before our flight back to London at Charles Bridge. We love a full circle moment.